Anne Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
But, Mr. Dillingham, I had no idea you were dissatisfied with the way we've been handling your investments.
Well, I am. All slow-moving, short-priced items. And just look at this. My largest single holding, 20,000 shares of Bigelow baby oil.
Oh, but that's a very solid stock, Mr. Dillingham. The only way that stock can fail is for people to stop oiling their babies.
Yes, we know that can never happen.
Just how much did I realize from my investments last year on this bank?
Peters is checking on that now.
Bigelow baby oil. I think you're running an old-fashioned organization here, Schuyler. And with competition the way it is, a man must think young. Do you have no young men in your investment department?
Well, I believe Topper here is the youngest. Here is Peters, our bookkeeper.
When are they holding the services?
Mr. Dillingham's account, Peters.
Oh. Mr. Dillingham realized a net profit last year of $14,280.
Well, that's not bad, ALD.
Bad, it's horrible. With a working capital of almost $5 million, all you can net me is $14,000. Why, I should have made 10 times that much.
But, Mr. Dillingham,
I don't want any feeble excuses. What you need is some young blood, Schuyler, and if you can't produce it, I'm sure that I can find an organization that can.
Oh. Young blood, indeed.
Oh, don't let all that talk worry you, Mr. Topper. I'll bet you ain't hardly much older than I am.
What?
It's later than you think.
I just don't understand it. It isn't like Cosmo to leave the bank early.
Cosmo? Is he here? I didn't see him come in.
No, Elsie, dear. Cosmo isn't here. He telephoned just before you came in. Said he was coming home. He sounded dreadfully tired.
Oh. Ouch! Oh, poor old Cosmo. Where's my other ball of wool? I'm just about to the end of this one.
Right in your lap, Elsie. On the left side.
Oh. Thanks. What's the matter with Cosmo?
I really don't know. He suffers terribly from insomnia.
Insomnia, pooh. A good night's sleep will get rid of that. Isn't it amazing how men will complain about the tiniest ailment? Oh, I'll never forget the time I was engaged to a big, strong, husky, healthy steeplejack. Oh, he weighed over 200 pounds, solid muscle. Looked the perfect picture of health. Never forget.
Forget what, Elsie? Was the steeplejack a hypochondriac?
Oh, mercy, no. I'll just never forget him because it's the only time I was ever engaged. He left me practically at the altar. I heard he married a lady wrestler.
Don't worry, dear. There's better fish in the ocean than the one you lost.
There's better bait, too. And is it getting cold in here?
I think so. Elsie, you've knitted yourself onto the sock.
Oh, dear. It's these new glasses. I can't see a thing with them. Oh.
That's Cosmo. You run into the kitchen and put on one of Maggie's aprons.
Oh.
I forgot I had my key. What was that apparition that flew past me in the hall?
Just Elsie Warble, dear. She went into the kitchen for something. Would you like a drink, Cosmo?
Oh, perhaps.
So some of that nice 200-year-old sherry.
Forget it, Henrietta. 200 years old. I just want to rest my weary old bones. The dust returneth.
I'll get the dustpan and take care of it.
Good heavens, what happened to the old crock?
I'm just tired, that's all. Telling to everybody. Even you could sense the grip of Father Time tightening on my frail body.
Oh, I didn't even know you were here. I was talking about that old vase.
I'm an old man, Elsie. A withered, feeble old man.
Fiddlesticks. You're no older than a lot of old men I know.
Best for everybody if the end comes fast.
Stop talking like that, Cosmo. You sound just like an uncle I had. Always thought he was old and dying. Silly thing went to 50 doctors, and they said he had just 6 months to live. One day, he decided to throw away all the medicine, disregard everything they said. And you know, he fooled those doctors. Died in a week.
Goodbye, Elsie. You've been a great comfort. I'm going up to the attic where I'll be alone with my thoughts.
I can't imagine what I said to upset him.
Oh.
Topper, what are you doing up here all alone?
Oh, do go away. I don't want to talk to anyone.
We can't stand to see you like this, Topper. What's troubling you?
Well, tell me the truth. Do you think I look older than I really am?
Of course not. As a matter of fact, you look very youthful.
Hey, what's this?
What?
This picture.
Oh, that's me when I was in college. All my old college keepsakes are in that trunk.
You haven't changed a bit. You always looked old, didn't you?
Hey, Sid.
Well, that's a happy hunk of haberdashery, isn't it?
Did you wear this, Topper?
Yes. I used to wear that outfit when I took girls out canoeing.
Cosmo, the campus Casanova.
After what happened to me today, it all seems like a century ago.
I have a sensational idea, Topper. Why don't you put this outfit on and see if it doesn't make you feel better?
Yeah.
You know, sort of recapture your youth.
Oh, Marion, stop being foolish.
It's not foolish. Here, George, make him put it on.
Well, now that you've had your laugh, can I go up and get out of this asinine outfit?
You're fighting it, Topper, darling. Relax and look at yourself.
Yeah.
And weren't we right? Don't you feel younger?
Well, it does bring back old memories.
Oh, sure. Say, can you play that thing?
Yeah.
Well, I used to be able to. I was the hit of all the parties. I used to play the ukulele and dance the Charleston at the same time.
Oh, now this I've got to see. Come on, give us a sample, Topper, darling.
No, I don't.
Oh,
come
come on, Topper. Don't be a wet blanket.
No, well, let's see if I can remember something that I used to be really good at. How about this? Oh, it ain't gonna rain, it ain't gonna snow, and it ain't gonna rain no more. Come on, everybody
Maggie,
now.
turn off the radio,
No
please.
more.
What a pleasant surprise.
Thank you, Mrs. Topper. We hate to disturb you at home, but Mr. Dillingham here has some ideas on investments he wants to discuss with Topper immediately.
Certainly. Won't you go in the living room? I'll go upstairs and get Cosmo.
Thank you. He's probably toiling away.
Uh-oh, somebody's coming.
Oh, then it's time we were going. Are you with me, dear?
Right behind you, dear.
Topper, I think you're a moron. Can you explain this?
No, I'd rather have you think I'm a moron. If I explained, you'd know I'm an idiot.
He's got the hiccups. Always does when he drinks too much.
Poor guy, I feel sorry for him. Have you got a cure?
Well, this always works with me. All you have to do is to drink upside down out of a glass.
Drink upside down?
Oh, it's quite easy. I'll show you.
Now, you watch closely, Neil.
Now, you hold the glass like this. Then you bend over like this. Then you drink out of the back of the glass.
I warned you. Why are you drinking in that position?
You see, I have to. My doctor told me to watch my stomach.
Very humorous indeed. Yes. Oh, Topper. Oh, this is a young fellow who may be joining our organization. It's Cosmo Topper. This is Benson Carruthers.
It's a pleasure, old man.
Don't call me old man.
Sorry, it was just a figure of speech.
Oh, why, of course. Mr. Carruthers here has come up with an investment scheme that Mr. Dillingham's extremely interested in. And if everything works out satisfactorily, I'm planning on creating a position for him here in the bank. And he can take over all of Mr. Dillingham's affairs. Young blood, you know.
You mean he's replacing me?
Oh, it's not that way at all, Topper, old man. I mean, Topper boy. But frankly, you've been overworked lately. You understand?
I'm sure I do.
Well, I'm leaving Carruthers here with you to get acquainted. He can explain his idea to you, and later on you can both join us in the board meeting we're holding in about 15 minutes. I'll see you then.
Well, it's nice. Rather messy, but nice.
Well, that's the way I like it. Nice and messy. Tell me, what is this thing you have for Mr. Dillingham?
Well, it's really quite phenomenal. I've managed to make contact with a gentleman who has developed an electronically controlled mechanical computer. He calls it the brain. It'll revolutionize all industry.
A mechanical brain?
Precisely. And I plan to advise Mr. Dillingham to finance it to the extent of $2.5 million so that immediate production can begin on the machine.
$2.5 million. And will this machine compute how fast Mr. Dillingham will go bankrupt?
Oh, I figured to find a skeptic in you, Topper. But I am prepared to substantiate any claims I make of the brain. And after the board meeting, I plan to hold a practical demonstration of its capabilities. Don't do that. I say, you are edgy. You know, Topper, in just our short acquaintance, I can see that you need a very long rest.
Now, look here, I know exactly what you're trying to pull, and if you think that you're...
Hold it, Topper. Nobody ever gets anyplace losing their temper.
You're right, George.
George? I think you misunderstood. My name is Carruthers, Benson Carruthers.
I'm glad to meet you. I'm Cosmo Topper.
Yeah, well, I'll see you in the conference room.
Good work, Topper.
Thank you, Marion.
Marion?
Just a little expression of mine. Marry in haste and repent at leisure.
Well, I see. That's very appropriate, but well, I'll see you inside, George. I mean, Topper.
You said it, Neil.
Oh, yes. I can see that you need a very long rest.
Good work, Toppy, old boy. We'll make a monkey out of this guy.
By the time we finish with him, he won't even know what his name is.
What are you going to do?
Never mind. You just go on into the conference room. You'll see. We'll make the boy genius look like the village idiot.
But what if this brain thing of his really works?
Somehow, Topper, darling, I have a strong hunch that it won't.
First, I would like you to know that I am speaking for the gentleman seated at the table, Mr. Marcus Conrad, who conceived and developed the brain. Secondly, I would like to point out, Mr. Dillingham, that I believe in quick decisions, speculative ventures that produce quick returns. I am not one to plunge into a deal blindly. Above all else, I am a young man who has his feet planted firmly on the ground.
Let him have it, George.
I must have slipped. Did I?
Well, it doesn't matter. Go ahead with your speech.
Oh, yes, now, where was I?
Now, the brain is electronically controlled and can be operated by any man with normal intelligence, such as myself. With only a short period of instruction, an operator can be taught to run it, thereby replacing dozens of men on the payroll. But furthermore, there can be no chance for miscalculation, as the workings of the brain are infallible. And with that, gentlemen, until you see a practical demonstration, I rest my case.
After that, this case will really need a rest.
You did this. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. You're trying to make me look ridiculous.
Gentlemen, I suggest that we adjourn for lunch.
What's the matter with you up there? You acted like a gibbering idiot.
I can't explain it. It was weird. That's all. Just weird.
This is no time to talk about it. I got to go pick up the machine.
Now, wait a minute. Are you absolutely sure that there's no way of them discovering that your machine is a hoax?
It is foolproof. I've got it rigged so it answers any question you ask, providing you ask the proper questions in the proper order.
You got a list of the questions?
Oh, yeah. Now, you memorize that when I get the machine ready for the demonstration.
I'll see you in an hour.
Yeah.
So, that's the kind of a game we're playing, eh?
All right, gentlemen. I understand the machine is ready, so I see no cause for further delay.
If you don't mind, I'd like to say one thing.
What is it?
Before the tests begin, I'd like to make my stand clear. I brand this machine a fake and a fraud. If anyone can prove otherwise, I'll offer my resignation immediately.
Do you know what you're saying?
I certainly do. That machine is a phony. And I strongly advise Mr. Dillingham against investing any money in it. George, don't let me down.
What did you say?
I don't know. I was speaking to myself, so I didn't listen.
Please sit here and listen to the babblings of that old fool. Let's get on with the demonstration.
By all means. Proceed, Mr. Carruthers.
Thank you. I will propound a series of questions at random to the brain. And in that way, you'll be able to see the results with your own eyes. I'll just ask the first thing that pops into my mind. For instance, what is the population of Eagle Grove, Iowa? The population of Eagle Grove, Iowa is exactly 5,622. Correction. The population is 5,623. A baby was just born there.
It's astounding. Why, superhuman.
George. Marion, where are you?
Relax, Topper. We're here.
I think it's just about time we lower the boom.
It's all right, but hurry.
What are you muttering about?
I was just saying, I'm beginning to worry.
Well, you should. This machine is phenomenal.
And now we'll try still another question. What is the percentage of vanadium in vanadium steel? This time I'd like to have our good friend and we hope benefactor read the answer.
Is this your idea of a joke, Carruthers?
Well, whatever the machine says, it's correct.
All this paper here says is, Dillingham is a fathead.
Well, there must have been a mistake someplace. I'll ask the next question. What is the diameter of the planet Jupiter?
Let me see that. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle makes better sense than the brain. Dillingham's money will sure look funny as it floats down the drain.
I fail to see the humor of this.
I don't know what to say. There must have been a mistake someplace. Let me ask you one more question. What is the melting point of copper?
You nincompoop, get out of here. Get out of my sight. And if I ever lay eyes on you again, I'll murder you with my bare hands.
Come on, let's get out of here.
$2.5 million. It's frightening. Topper, my friend, let us go into your office and take out my stocks. How many more shares of Bigelow baby oil do you think I should buy?
Well, why don't you ask the machine?
Produced by John W. Lufton. A John W. Lufton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll.